Morning traders, and this is your Dax day trade setup for today. So we ended up with yet another pin bar. Now the interesting thing for me is that we've got a pin bar with diversions. Okay, there's a low, higher low, low, lower low. So we've got two pin bars, um, pretty much off a level. Just adjust that. Okay, so there were my two levels to the downside, and you can see we've pretty much off that level at the moment. And looking, international markets right now are looking like there's a bit of a recovery that's going to take place. It's DAX futures right now, ever so slightly down, 13,241, pretty much close to where we closed. So no change at the moment, but that what we're looking at here is a pretty interesting setup, a double pin bar. You can see here's another double pin bar here. Okay, so there are buyers scaling in here for some reason. And looking to the left, you can see that is a lot of congestion here, a lot of support. And that's probably what we have found at the moment. If we move to the 3-hour quickly, a couple of things here. So the first thing obviously is that trend line still intact. Okay, we do have a low, lower low, low, higher low. So we've got diversions on the 3-hour, more than likely on the 4-hour as well, double bottom on the 4-hour. Okay, so lots of structure forming from an oscillator perspective and price action. Looking at the 3-hour, we've got multiple pin bars here, another pin bar here, and then an engulfing into the close. Okay, and this is pretty much driven by Amazon results, which beat expectations. Okay, so now if we do the following, there's our channel. Okay, remember what I said, DAX loves channels. So we're going to need to break above this area here. I would assume this gap is going to be a magnet, which would give us a break, then a bit of a retest, and then an opportunity to get long. That's kind of the structure that we have at the moment. And then the other thing to bear in mind, within the channel, we have a bit of a wedge. Okay, so yeah, there are signals here that that we can anticipate a bit of a recovery. No clear price action here on the daily. We do have a pin bar than an inside bar, and we also have, let's use another level. We also have a close above a fractal here, so that has now become support because price has gone past it. So we will expect price to come back and find support at that level, or try at least. Okay, if it does, that's an opportunity to be long. So looking at the 12-minute, our fractal to the downside is 13,162, and fractal to the upside has been broken. I don't see anything. The only thing that I can suggest is as follows. We've broken through 13,226 and 13,196. So what I would expect is some kind of a move to the 200 EMA here on the 12-minute, and then a bit of a pullback. Oscillators are indicating the same. The hour is still a way to go, except for the Williams percentage R. That is giving me reverse diversions. In other words, expect a pullback, which looking at the hour is possible, a pullback to create a higher low or a double bottom. That is possible. Okay, so I am of the opinion that we are starting to anticipate a bit of a reversal off the lows that we're on now. It may just turn out to be a range as well, so just keep that in mind. That's normally very true of trend reversals. Okay, but you can see here on the 12 minutes during the day, low, lower low, and then we've created higher lows here. So we kind of created a rounding bottom here. Okay. Obviously from the 12 minutes, we need to break through the cloud, come back, test, and then rally. So at this stage, I wouldn't get in long here. I'd wait for the pullback or the break and the pullback. Same on the half hour. Cloud is very thin above us, so the probability of breaking through is fairly high, but we need a crossover here. We're through price. We've got kind of a twist here, so we've got 2 bullish signals out of 4, which is mixed signals, not really enough. And then looking at the hour, you can see we've got quite a way to go before the trend is officially changed on the hour. We need to break above pretty much these fractals up here, which is 13,381. Okay, we've got 2 massive gaps to the upside, and those gaps are going to be magnets on the DAX. And the minute this downward channel is broken, you can more likely expect an upward channel to form. Okay, looking at the 4 hour, everything is still bearish. And again, that fractal there gives us a double bottom fractal on the 4 hour. So that is our line in the sand, pretty much, 13,381. And looking at the daily, a rejection off the cloud. Still bullish signals, except for Chiku Span, which is in price, but everything else is bullish at the moment. So we've got the line of sand's quite high up, but we do have a pin bar. And normally when you get a pin bar like this one here, you don't get a break below it again. It typically rallies. This pin bar failed, so we've got to break above it, and then we close below it. So that pin bar failed, but this pin bar may actually just play out. Okay, second time lucky. Anyway, so my view at the moment, let's just go to the 4 hour. Just want to have a look at the Bollinger Bands for this double bottom, and you can see close outside the bands, close inside the bands, Bollinger Bands coming together, starting to give us a squeeze. That is a potential W bottom or a double bottom. Okay, it doesn't matter what you look at it. In Bollinger, that's a W bottom, but in any other price action, that's a potential double bottom. Bollinger is giving you a lot of indication that that's what's happening. And the last thing I want to do is just look where the moving averages are on the daily, and you can see we are playing with the 50 moving average on the daily. This red line's a 50, green is 20, blue is 100. Okay, so multiple signals here that we need to be looking for longs, and the summary for me is pretty simple. Watch for price action this morning. Okay, we have broken through fractals, but I want to see some kind of a range form or a pullback, and then some structure, and then look for the fractal, take the break of the fractal, stop below the fractal. That should give you a something like a 50-point stop loss, if not less. Okay, which just basically means you can load on the contracts with a tighter stop loss. Okay, so anyway guys, that's my view today. I am looking at longs. Not really going to wait for the break up here. We've got enough breaks on the hour happening at the moment. This close here, that has happened already. You can see it's closed above all the moving averages and the fractal. So that to me is the signal. I'm looking for structure now. So it could be a bit of a pullback onto the moving averages. Could even be deeper. Down to there. So long as that line, that diagonal holds, I'm happy. So any pullback into this area and it starts railing, that's going to be my opportunity to be long with a stop sort of below the swing low here, or even below the fractal here. Okay, so on the 12-minute, that's going to be, let's put them in, going to be below there, or alternatively below there. Okay, so that is 13,142 and 13,120. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view for today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.